Okay, we're live. Welcome to the Wrasslin Supplemental.
Yes, welcome everyone.
Some bit of news going on. All right, let's start with that. We gotta hurry because we have a show tonight at 6.
Yeah.
Yes, it's in town, but we still have to hurry.
Yeah.
All right, Hank and Tank went to Japan and won tag belts.
And then they lost.
And then they lost the tag belts, and then they came out. But it's still pretty cool. The first ever AEW Women's Tag Team Champions were crowned. It's Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron, the Babes of Wrath.
Yeah, Babes of Wrath.
After it was, I couldn't pick who I wanted to win because it was Babes of Wrath versus the Timeless Love Bombs. They're both great teams.
Yeah.
So, but it was good. It was one good team was going to win, and the other good team was going to lose graciously because they're good people.
I think the semifinals were basically to get Toni Storm out of her rut. So, like, her not winning the tag titles, not necessarily a bad thing. And also, like, Toni Storm at some point is going to go for the women's world title again. I feel like it's sooner or later it's going to be in Mercedes Monet's hands and then probably back in Toni Storm's hands. Although Monet did lose recently to Statlander, so...
No, she lost to Red Velvet.
But she also had a match with Statlander not long ago, for the world title, and didn't pick it up.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Thank you.
What else we got there?
Oh, the Mystery Man, WWE. He might be black or he might be wearing Batman makeup. When I wrote this, I thought he maybe was black because I saw a sliver of his face under his hood, but then we were watching...
it's a series of raccoons.
Who's that guy that we watched, Brian Zane?
Yes.
On Wrestling with Regret.
Wrestling with Regret, Brian Zane.
And he showed a still, and it looked like they had real light eyes and just like black makeup, like Batman wears under the mask. So... the Mystery Man is still a Mystery Man. I thought I was close to figuring it out.
Right now, the lead ones are like Chris Jericho, Austin Theory.
Oh, yeah, Chris Jericho. It might be Chris Jericho.
Randy
Probably
Orton has been tossed around.
He doesn't have a beer gut, so.
You're the learning tree!
Okay. There might be a Young Bucks face turn coming. They seem to be going... they were being courted by the Don Callis family. They decided not to go with the Don Callis family, and they've kind of looked like they're rejoining their old trios buddy, Kenny Omega. So we might have a Young Bucks heel or face turn.
The Elite might be coming back together. So.
Oh, thank you. That's what they were. Yeah. And also, John Cena's dad has gone on record saying that he thinks that Gunter doesn't need the pop, that John Cena should have given the pop to... that John Cena should have left after his match with Cody Rhodes when he gave him the rub. And that Gunter doesn't need it and shouldn't get it.
I have to disagree with him.
John Cena was very diplomatic, saying, my dad is a good guy, but he's not always right. And I have to agree with Johnny Dinner here.
I half agree with John's father. I don't know if it should have been. It should be. I don't know if he's going to be Gunter's going to be the new legend killer because he's already retired Goldberg and he's going to be, whether he wins or not, he's going to be retiring Cena. I'm guessing most likely he's going to be beat Cena.
I mean, he is a monster heel. Mm-hmm. He should be used as a monster heel, tapping the wimp-ass tap out to Jay. Nothing against Jay. It was just. What they did to Gunther was wimp-ass. And then, he beat Pat McAfee, but it was still bullshit for him to go up against. I want to see Gunther get back on his throne as the monster heel of what brand is he on?
WWE. He's on Raw right now.
He's on Raw. There are some other big dudes on there.
I wouldn't necessarily call him a monster heel. I just think he's basically final boss.
Oh, no, that's a much better.
I think fuck The Rock. It's the Gunter to me is the final boss. He's definitely that guy at the end of an '80s movie.
The shit out of you.
At the end of an '80s action movie that Schwarzenegger or Stallone has to take on. That to me is he is a final boss character. And the last year he has not been sold as such.
No,
The fact
it's been he's been undersold drastically, and he's barely a jobber at one point. It's bullshit.
the fact that he like you said at WrestleMania, he basically tapped out to Jay with his own move
And quickly too.
and quickly was bad. It was bad for Jay and it was bad for Kunder.
It was bad for both of them.
Yeah.
Not saying that Jay did deserve.
That's what he did deserve to win.
This is nothing on Jay.
The finish is bad. It's uncreative.
It's uncreative. It was bad.
And then the McAfee. The fact there was a McAfee thing at all, especially him coming off of the whole Jay Uso thing at WrestleMania, was bad enough. The fact that there was like momentary flourishes that McAfee might win. That
was
it was still a very one-sided competition, but like McAfee should have never been in it. It should have been a 2-minute squash match, and it was a terrible idea at all. That being said,
well, let's go over our predictions for Deadline. Deadline was
it was a mixed bag.
The 6th. We're a little late.
Yeah, but we're gonna report on it.
No, that was last Saturday, and this Saturday we have Saturday Night's main event coming up, so we're going to talk about that next.
I'm going to say overall, just before we're going in, I liked it more than Survivor Series.
Oh, yes. It was better than Survivor.
It was better than Survivor Series. That being said,
I gave one of the matches an A-.
Yeah. That being said, it was still quite a bit that was left to be desired. So
there were still some bad matches, yeah.
But let's
all right. So the first match was the NXT Championship, Ricky Saints versus Oba Femi.
Yeah.
They gave it to the right person. Oba Femi won. He got the title back. Honestly, Ricky Saints is not.
He's milquetoast.
He's milquetoast. He is not a challenge for somebody like Oba Femi. You're gonna talk monster heels.
That to me is absolutely.
Yeah. So this Saturday, Oba will be facing John Cena. Not for any titles, just
no, he's facing Cody.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. It's he's gonna be facing Cody. There's no belts on the line, and I feel like this is a good showcase for Oba.
Yes,
I feel like this could also be a good transition. Like he is overdue for the main roster. Like he is absolutely overdue for the main roster. The match itself against him and Ricky Saints was fine. Like. To me,
you gave it a C-. I gave it a C+.
Yeah,
because they put the belt on the right person.
It was functional. Like it was a functional match. It was a way to get the belt back on Oba. But Ricky Saints, to me, I don't see what creative sees him. I don't see what the WWE sees in him. I don't see what Cody sees in him. He is a mid-carder at best. Like, if you want to put the North American title on him, sure. If he gets to the main roster and you want to put the U.S. belt on him at some point, fine.
Why not?
I don't see him as the show, the main guy.
The guy to carry everything.
Yeah, I don't see the guy to carry the entire men's division.
But... yeah, anyways, fine. All right, next was the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge. It was Sol Ruca, Jordan Grace, Lola Vice, Kalani Jordan, and Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray is the Women's Evolve Championship champion holder at the moment. She's been in and out the past month or so around NXT. She's actually pretty good. You picked Sol Ruca to win. And I picked Kendall Gray to win. Kendall Gray did win. And she gets to face Jacy Jane at New Year's Evil.
Yeah.
And you gave it a B- because you said it was slow to start and there were botches.
Yeah, there was a botch or two that was noticeable.
Yeah.
And it took a bit for it to get started. And
that's true.
It's a bit awkward and slow to start. But once it was there,
the scoring was pretty good. I gave it a B+. I said it was great except for Kalani Jordan. Kalani Jordan as a heel annoys me.
Yeah. She's void of personality.
Kendall got 3, Jordan got 2, Lola got 2, and Sol got 2. Sol, before she even got in, got taken out by Kalani Jordan, had her knee taken out, and she left for a bit. She regrouped, came back in, and the score was all tied up, and Kendall got the last tag in right before. It was her versus Sol at the end. So,
I think Kalani Jordan. I think Kalani Jordan is getting heat for all the wrong reasons.
She's getting go away heat. People are getting really sick.
Bordering on fuck off heat. Like,
Yes.
And she's not helping her cause. It's not that she's a bad wrestler. She's pretty damn good.
In ring, she's an excellent
Her
performer.
on mic and her personality are devoid of reaction. I think for me, like devoid of me caring. Like it's not Josh Briggs bad.
Not yet.
But
it's going in that
direction. Like if she keeps
the difference is that Josh Briggs can't really wrestle very well.
Yeah.
He's just annoying, and everybody's annoyed by him.
Yeah.
Kalani Jordan is at least good in the ring, but she's going down that no return road of fuck off heat.
Yeah, and it's funny. Like I agree with a lot of wrestlers that say like if you can if you can get over as a heel, face should be nothing for you. But like look at Dominic Mysterio. So like
Dominic is over like a face as a heel.
Yeah.
And I mean that kid's beyond talented though. Yeah. So anyway, all right. We're trying to go fast because we have to eat dinner and then go set up and then do the show and then tear down and get home at like 8:30. So
move forward.
Anyway, okay. Yeah. All right. Then the third was Mr. Iguana versus Ethan Page for the North American title. This was a fun match. I gave it an A-. You gave it is that a B or a B-?
I gave it a B.
I gave it an A- because I thought it was just fun. I love Mr. Iguana, and I appreciated all the work that Ethan Page. Ethan Page is known as All Ego Ethan Page, but he did put his ego aside, and he performed really well in what was kind of a light, sort of fun match. That it showed a nice side to his personality, that he's he can still be serious, but he can still take bumps from sort of an unusual performer and his iguana puppet mascot at the same time.
I think he did well. I think that Ethan Page can take what many other wrestlers would see as a demotion or as being stuck in a dead-end angle and totally make the best of it.
And make it into a really good match at that. And that is the mark of a consummate performer.
Yeah. Like, I give a lot of praise to Ethan Page. He's one of the best wrestlers that NXT has.
Yeah.
And he's definitely ready for the main roster.
He has been. Yeah.
But I think right now the North American title situation is still going on pretty strong. The only problem with NXT right now is your list of contenders is pretty thin. Like I'm hoping they get some people in there.
Yeah. And they do bring people in from like LFG, Evolve, stuff like that. Like Shiloh Hill made his entrance and did not really anything, and so I mean I don't know. That's a possibility. That guy with the chains that was sort of like the Obafemi that you get on Temu.
Yeah.
Who is he?
Yeah, I don't know.
They could build him up. He wasn't bad.
Right now he's the speed champion.
Oh, that's right. He's the speed champion.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So let's keep going. Izzy Dame versus Tatum Paxley. Izzy Dame won this. We both thought that Tatum was going to win.
Yeah.
We both gave it a C-. Mine was mostly because I thought that they fucked up the story that they were building, and like they made Tatum out to be this like better than everybody thought she was, and now Izzy Dame just beat her again. And if Izzy Dame is that much better than Tatum Paxley,
but why
did she? Yeah. Why wasn't she the one that did all this in the first place?
I feel like I feel like if this is anything like. Shouldn't Izzy Dame have been the champion, and then maybe at some point that they had sold Tatum as the now I have the championship, but we don't need you in this anymore. We got rid of Tatum, and then Tatum takes the title.
Yeah,
building up Tatum as an incredible threat, and
then having never held the title.
And then within a month, just basically no more title. And you're getting your ass whipped heavily by Tatum Paxley, or not by Izzy Dame.
Yeah,
it seems like bad booking on.
It does. It really does.
Like it might help out. It might help out Izzy Dane, but it's definitely burying Pax as quickly as it was built.
Yeah.
It's definitely it's the most transitional champion I've ever seen in NXT.
All right, men's Iron Survivor. It was Joe Hendry, Javon Evans, Leon Slater, Miles Bourne, and Deion Lennox from Dark State.
Yeah, we were both off on that prediction.
Yeah, we were. We both thought that Deion Lennox was going to take it because they've been trying to build up Dark State recently.
That just about everybody else has been thrown at Oba at one point.
That's true.
I know Joe and Deion Lennox before, but Deion Lennox at least had an angle or a story to tell because he had been basically dismissed by that. And I feel like they're trying to build up Dark State for something.
And it felt like Deion Lennox giving his tag title to Saquon Sugars was
So now what do you do?
Now what? There's not enough storyline for these guys. They have no personality.
Either than taking the speed or the North American title. I feel like the North American title is safe because they usually don't put heel versus heel. So I guess you take maybe the speed championship and put it on him. I guess that's a good cutting teeth thing for Deion Lennox. But I mean, that's kind of bearing the lead to Javon Evans. But I feel like Javon Evans has taken on
Javon Evans
on a number of occasions.
He has.
And I like him, and I think he should be NXT champion at some point.
Yes, absolutely.
But I feel like this is just telegraphing he's not going to win. And also at the end, Tony D'Angelo.
Oh yeah, I have that time.
Tony D'Angelo was back. So I feel like if there's anybody that can sold as a credible threat against Oba, it's because he did beat him once for the North American belt.
And that was a great match, man. That was a new Tony D'Angelo that I had not seen. I didn't expect that match to be as good as it was. It was a barn burner, man.
It was highly underrated. I tend to think. I think he can put on.
By me too, but up until that point, and I was like, this guy is fucking serious. I could see him having the main championship, being like the guy in NXT.
I think he has what a lot of these guys, both men and women's division, don't have. He's able to tell a story.
He is. He's like the Sami Zayn of NXT with his in-ring storytelling.
Yeah, he can be super good and he can tell a story. I could see him being the NXT champion in the next couple of months.
Oh, I forgot to look and see if there was any. Okay. Anyway, that was Deadline. It was pretty good. We didn't put down grades for the men's Iron Survivor.
I'm gonna give the men's. It was a solid B for me.
That's fair. I'll give it a solid B. Yeah, the Deadline was pretty good.
I tend to think the women's one was a bit better.
Same.
But it was still good.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to, we're going to do predictions for Saturday night's main event. That's coming up on Saturday at 7, but that may be the pre-show. It may not start until 8 Eastern time. I don't know.
We'll see.
I was going to double check and see, because there's only 4 matches listed. I didn't know if they had stuck it on. Have you heard anything?
No, but it's Saturday night's main event.
That makes sense. It makes sense if there's only 4 matches, because they don't usually do a big card for those.
No.
All right. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with the tag match. The Raw tag. Well, I believe it's the men's World Tag Team title.
Yeah, which is currently held by AJ Styles and Dragon Lee.
And they're going up against NXT's Javon Evans and TNA's Leon Slater, who is also the...
We should talk about this. All the matches except for Cena versus Gunter, and this was, I think, a stipulation on Cena's Cena's behalf, that he wanted NXT stars to come up and get a bit of a bump for going up against main roster stars, which is pretty cool. So we have Sol Ruka coming up, Obafemi coming up, and we have Javon Evans and Leon Slater coming up. So that's pretty nice. That's a very John Cena thing to do.
I guess with the Styles and Javon Evans and Leon Slater, I feel like it's going to be Styles and Dragon Lee. It's going to be... With the championship being on the line, I don't see Evans and Slater taking it. I think it will be fun to watch. I think it will be
Do you
good.
think it's going to be?
It's going to be Lee and AJ.
I think that it might go on to Javon and Leon. Probably not for very long, just transitionally maybe, but I think they might take it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But again, I'm more prone to it's AJ's retirement year is now been
the 2026.
Yeah, but I mean his retirement has been announced.
That's true.
I feel like it's going to get lost. It's either going to go back to the Judgment Day or some other team that they run on through. Maybe the New Day the Usos are back, so I feel like maybe like an Usos, AJ and Dragon. They maybe have the Usos be the champs leading up to WrestleMania. But next match is Bailey versus Sol Ruka.
No titles on the line.
No titles. Basically, a
big name main eventer, future Hall of Famer taking on soon to be future Hall of Famer taking on an up and comer NXTer, and Sol Ruka definitely is just pretty much just the absolute standout lately in NXT, really. So I understand why they wanted to bring her up.
I feel this one's going to be, I'm going to say Sol.
I'm going to say Sol, too. I think Bailey's going to put her over. Bailey's definitely that kind of person where she's...
out of the 4 horsewomen, she's the most giving, I think.
Yeah.
And it's taken a while for the other 3 to catch up.
They're getting there.
After
and then we have, as we mentioned before, Cody Rhodes versus Elba Femi. No titles on the line. I think Cody is going to put Oba over.
I think it's going to be a no contest. I think something outside interference is going to be where there's not going to be a winner. No contest, double DQ, something of that. I don't feel they're going to have a definitive winner because I feel like Oba, they're going to build up to something big. But I feel that he's going to give a match. It's going to get super close, and it's going to look like Oba's going to take it, and somebody, either the Vision or somebody's going to interfere. Brock Lesnar, or somebody.
God, I hope they don't put fucking titles, especially not Cody's title and Brock Lesnar.
Okay, and then...
Anyway, all right, the John Cena's absolute final match ever, never coming back again, versus Gunter. Asterisk. This is according to him. He says, no, it's over, he's never coming back.
It's going to be AI John Cena. You can't see me because now this hand has 20 fingers.
You're right.
Anyway.
Okay. I don't know how to call this one.
I'm going with Gunther.
You think Gunter's going to do it?
Yep.
I want to say I think Gunter's going to do it, but the way that I don't know because he lost his last match, or Cena lost his last match.
You think he's going to go out on a high? Like I think
I don't know. I honestly, I'm having trouble calling this one because it's like it really could go either way. It could be Cena puts Gunter over. It could be Gunter puts Cena over. That seems less likely to me. But I feel like no matter what happens, there's going to be a really big send off in the ring.
I feel that like they are realizing that they fucked up with Gunther the first half of the year.
I think I'm going to give it to Gunther.
And they're rebuilding him as the final boss threat that
the legend killer.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with Gunther. I think Cena's going to put Gunther over at the end, but then he's going to stay in the ring and they're going to do a big send off for him. I think that's inevitable, but.
I guess.
All right. Well, it's been 24 minutes.
But I do have one last thing. We're gonna call it short. But I do have one thing that I want to touch up on because I feel like
I did. We did actually miss something on the news.
Yes.
Is that what you're going to talk about?
Yes.
Go for it.
Yes. It has been announced that Netflix has bought Time Warner, or will be attempting to buy the. Again, this is still transitory and. In process as they are buying Time Warner Communications. Now, what that entails and how much the Justice Department is going to get involved and how much the FCC is going to get involved.
Being that they're both being run by a bunch of crooks, it could go either way.
Why is this connected to wrestling? Well, at the moment, AEW is a major stakeholder in that company is Time Warner. At the same time, Monday Night Raw is currently an all international distribution of WWE programming is done through Netflix. So who is going? The question is going to be who's going to get lost in the shuffle? Is TKO going to find a way to get out of their contract with Netflix? Is
AEW going to be sent by the wayside?
Right? Like, are they just suddenly going to lose their contract with TNT and TBS and Time Warner? I would suspect not. That's gonna on that one. That seems to be a serious divestment on Time Warner's part.
Yeah, that would be pretty big for them to do because this is kind of their baby. You know?
Yeah, I mean, again, we shall
see. Is Netflix going to just do both, despite the fact that it's a huge conflict of interest? Because apparently Netflix is like super wealthy now and can buy friggin' Time Warner.
Yeah, for proposed, from what I heard, $84 billion.
Lord.
That's
I make $20,000 a year, and I run a food pantry out of my own money because I live in a poor neighborhood for people who, don't get enough to eat because food stamps are bullshit. Mm-hmm. And these idiots are buying fucking Time Warner for $84 billion. The world doesn't make sense.
It's not food stamps are bullshit. Trying to get the process to acquire
the amount of money that people get in SNAP benefits is bullshit. Yes. Food stamps are super important.
Yes. It's the process for acquiring and how little it amounts to in the end. But back to point.
Anyway.
Again, the one list might not never come about. Like I said, the FCC, the FTC, or some other government organization might put the kibosh on this merger. On the merger happening.
People need to use that word more often. Yes. I like that word, kibosh.
Yes. Or if it does go through, I mean, logically, one or the other is going to get shafted. Now, whether that's WWE, whether that's AEW, again, I feel like WWE has more leverage, being that some of their stuff is already going through ESPN.
That is a good point, too.
Meanwhile, AEW is out and out owned by Time Warner. Yeah. So if they divest and decide to sell AEW, their stock in AEW to somebody else, what does that mean for their television contract? Does that mean at some point they're going to wind up in like where TNA was at some point on like Discover America or whatever?
Or alternatively, is it going to end up like WCW being bought out by WWE and being incorporated into their company?
Possibly. Again, like there's no AEW, like WWE is not out and out owned by Netflix. So basically they're basically getting their distribution done, like their TV distribution done for Raw and international stuff done. So basically WWE is in a safer position, I think, out of all this than AEW is. AEW's it's not quite as good a position as WWE. WWE can walk away more easily than AEW is. But if that's the case, does AEW get there? I mean, I guess like a good scenario is if WWE walks away, that AEW might have like their pay-per-views and PLEs suddenly on Netflix as part of the package instead of paying, $20, $30, $40 a month. But the bad end of that is if WWE walks away from Netflix, people like us who have Surfshark suddenly don't have that international
capability.
We're either stuck with popping another $10 a month for watching WWE. It was like, oh, you got all that ESPN. We don't watch ESPN at all. We have no interest in it. But that's where it is now. It's a developing story, which we'll see as the months unfold.
Yep.
And that's my worthless 2 cents on the subject.
It was very helpful because you know more about it than I do.
Gotcha.
So I appreciate that.
No problems. That's going to do it for us. It's going to be a short program.
Yeah,
this
short
week.
program. We got stuff to do tonight.
But
Sorry, guys.
I'm glad you all one person joined us.
Hey, one person. They're still here.
Yes.
Hey, one viewer.
Yay. But we'll be back next week. I am off the road for the next 5 weeks. But tonight, if you live in town and are watching us, check me out at Art Tuna Art at After Dark.
No.
It's the SAMA.
The Southern Alleghenies Museum. The Southern Alleghenies Museum of Art in Altoona. It's down by the post office. We're going to be there for Art After Dark
6 to 8.
Yep. And then you're going to be in Youngstown, Ohio tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow for Mahoning. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Mahoning Valley Comic-Con. It's my last show of 2025. If you live in Pittsburgh or somewhere in like Akron or Youngstown, please come check me out.
Sounds good. See you guys next week.